NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff.
Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sense that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Nick Scott able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They're sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 4.
And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Panthers 40.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Nate Wiggins on the coverage.
They'll look to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's...
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Panthers down.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. The gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 7. At the 20.
Operating from the gun. McCord. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Panthers, first down.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Second and 9.
Off play action. McCord going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And not going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's third down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Yards to go.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
14 yards. That's another Panthers first down. A gain of 14. First down, Panthers.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go play action here on first down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
On the throwaway.
Now it's second and 10.
Now second and 10.
Operating from the gun. McCord. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
From the gun on third down. McCord. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 27-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
On the play. And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker to third. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Play. Second and 10 at the 32.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone.
13 yards on
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Bengals first down.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Second and 9 now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
1st down, right back to Judkins. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's another Panthers 1st down. It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bengals 32-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Once again, Judkins. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Operating from the gun, McCord. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That's another Panthers 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Panthers.
On the draw, it's Judkins. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
A give up the middle, Judkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. On first down, here's Jenkins.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. McCord looking middle, and that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
He'll try and do this himself.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And this one is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Cincinnati set to take over once again.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Here's Jack Fox now.
As he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Looking to throw. McCord. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Carolina. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Coleman. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
2nd and 4.
He completes this to Walker. Here's 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
That's strong running. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Jenkins. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 82 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On his own read, this is Jenkins.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCord. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
And Walker once more.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 3rd and 3.
11 yards on the pick.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, on his groupie to try to field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Operating from the gun, McCord checks it down to Jenkins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Panthers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34.
Looking to throw. McCord. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. He juked him. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Bengal offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their team. Brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Bengals.
Throwing, Jones.
You have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 19. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
2 yards on the
Here's a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen McMillan, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete.
A 7-yard gain. And the Bengals first down.
Now Jones off the play fake. A quick throw, but incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion for us there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Milton.
2nd and 7.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. They get to him for a loss loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Bengals. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Another Bengals first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. De'Ami Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, nice move. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in their own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Milton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Panthers first down.
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 47-yard
To throw is Milton. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Panther first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Here's Milton now to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Henry Toto there to bring him down defensively.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. There'll be a gain of just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.